The NFL season is just around the corner, and fans all over the world are trying to predict who will win next year's Super Bowl. But what does the NFL simulation game think? I put in the most updated roster I could find and wanted to test this out. Now I understand this will not be completely accurate because not every team will play the schedule for the 2023 season. And there are still some free agents out there that could really benefit some teams. But real quick, if you are not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to reach 500 subscribers in the near future. And thank you all so much for the support I have received so far. But nonetheless, this is how Madden 2022 thinks this upcoming NFL season will go. So 3 quarterbacks have above 5,000 passing yards. Tom Brady leads with the most passing yards, 5,469 yards and 34 touchdown passes. Patrick Mahomes is right behind him with 5,387 passing yards and 41 touchdown passes. Now coming in with the 3rd most passing yards is Desmond Ridder, throwing over 5,000 passing yards, which I think breaks a rookie record, but leading the league in interceptions with 21. Regardless, keep an eye out for Desmond Ridder this season. Now when we look at the most touchdown passes that were thrown this season, we have Aaron Rodgers and Jameis Winston tied, but Aaron only had 7 interceptions this season. Aaron had an insane year and another MVP candidate season. Now looking at another rookie quarterback, Kenny Pickett had a great year as well. Over 4,000 yards, 39 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions, which is very impressive for a rookie. Multiple running backs ran over for 1,000 yards this season, but one ran more than others, and that is Nick Chubb, taking over the league, running 1,684 yards and 19 touchdowns. What a season for Nick Chubb. Michael Thomas has a huge comeback season, having the most yards, and honestly, after this performance, I can see him winning the comeback player of the year. He had 1,682 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns. Another comeback player who comes in 2nd in the wide receiver department, Chris Godwin, becoming Brady's new favorite target with 105 receptions, 1,525 receiving yards. Look out for Chris Godwin this coming up fantasy season. An interesting player in the top 5 wide receivers coming in at 3rd is Marquise Valdes-Scantling, Patrick Mahomes' new favorite target apparently, with 101 receptions and 1,484 yards. Can the former Packer break out with the Chiefs this season, filling Tyreek Hill's shoes? Looking at the defense, Matt Milano on the Buffalo Bills leads the league in tackles with 134. Shaquill Griffin has a good year with the Jags, having 5 interceptions, which is leading the league. Now looking at the best offense and best defense, the best offense was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the best defense was the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals this year might be a fantasy sleeper for defenses, so maybe it might be a good idea to keep your eye on them. Now looking at the final standings, the Ravens win the AFC North going 12-5, and the Steelers follow them at 11-6, making the playoffs. AFC South, the Jacksonville Jaguars have a good season, winning their division at 10-7, and the Tennessee Titans are right behind them, going to have the same record as the Jags, 10-7. The Miami Dolphins are shocking fans in the AFC East, going 10-7, the only team making it out of that division. A shocking stat line I saw in this division as well is Josh Allen and the Bills. I don't know if someone big got hurt like Josh Allen, but I was kind of surprised seeing them in last place because right now I'm pretty sure they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl, at least according to all the sports books. Regardless, going on, Mahomes and the Chiefs are still on top of the AFC West going 10-7. The Broncos are behind them with the same record, 10-7. I personally think the Chargers will have a better season than this, but this division is one of the toughest after this offseason. It is really hard to predict who is going to come out on top, in my opinion. Even the Raiders have made some big moves for there to be an argument that they can win the division. Moving on, we have Aaron Rodgers and the Packers still owning the NFC North, going 12-5. The 2nd place team in the division is the Chicago Bears, and they went 6-11. Few teams are making it out of the NFC South. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are finishing 1st, going 12-5. The New Orleans Saints are going 10-7, having a good season. And another surprising season, the Carolina Panthers are 9-8 and going to the playoffs again since the Cam Newton era. Only team that did not make it is the Atlanta Falcons, despite the crazy year Desmond Ridder had. In the NFC East, the Giants are winning the division going 9-8. I think anyone can win this division personally. It is very up in the air. And in the NFC West is another shocking division, so two favorites to not only win their division, but Super Bowl contending teams are finishing at the bottom of their division. But the Arizona Cardinals are winning the division, going 11-6, and the San Francisco 49ers are right behind them with the same record, 11-6. Looking at the NFL playoffs, ignore 2021 because this is for the 2022 NFL playoffs. The Baltimore Ravens are coming in first place in the AFC, getting the first round bye. And then following that is an interdivisional matchup, Kansas City Chiefs against the Denver Broncos. Then you have the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Tennessee Titans, another interdivisional matchup. Then you have the Miami Dolphins against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now looking at the NFC side, the Green Bay Packers are going to be coming in first place, getting the first round bye. Then following them, it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Carolina Panthers, another interdivisional matchup. Then you have the Arizona Cardinals against the New Orleans Saints. Then you have the New York Giants against the San Francisco 49ers. At the end of round one in the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Denver Broncos 35-17. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans 35-21. And the Miami Dolphins beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-21. Setting up for round two, the divisional round. Baltimore Ravens against the Miami Dolphins. And the Kansas City Chiefs against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now looking at NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Carolina Panthers 18-13. The New Orleans Saints beat the Arizona Cardinals 44-24. And the San Francisco 49ers beat the New York Giants 31-17. Now setting up in the divisional round in the NFC side, Green Bay Packers will face the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face the San Francisco 49ers. After the divisional round, it sets up the AFC and NFC Conference Championship games, and what an outcome it has been. The Jacksonville Jaguars defeat the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Miami Dolphins defeat the Baltimore Ravens, setting up for the AFC Conference Championship. And on NFC side, you have the Green Bay Packers defeating the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeating the San Francisco 49ers, setting up an Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady once again in the NFC Conference Championship. What a playoff series Madden is predicting for us. They have the Jacksonville Jaguars going up against the Green Bay Packers in what should be an interesting Super Bowl. And before we get into the Super Bowl, let's look at the league awards. Aaron Rodgers wins the MVP for a 5th straight year in a row. That is just unheard of, I feel like. And I think it comes to no surprise, Aaron Rodgers is also winning the Offensive Player of the Year. The Coach of the Year is Doug Peterson, which I can see happening. I don't know. I think it's very interesting Doug Peterson's winning Coach of the Year, and I think it's interesting how good Jacksonville Jaguars are doing this season. I mean, they just had 2 first overall picks in a row. I think that they're going to be kind of a sleeper team regardless. Defensive Player of the Year is Khalil Mack. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Kenny Pickett. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nakobe Dean. Now let's find out who wins the Super Bowl. After a great game between the two teams, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to lose against the Green Bay Packers 27-21. Aaron Rodgers is just getting all the awards this year, winning the Super Bowl MVP along with the regular season MVP and obviously the Offensive Player of the Year and winning the Super Bowl as well on top of that. Just an outstanding year for Aaron Rodgers altogether. What do you think will happen this coming up NFL season? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video enough to click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless.